In today's tutorial, I'll show you how you can turn your static images just like these ones into stunning videos just like these ones with just a few simple clicks using ComfyUI. Now, in case you do not know, when you're working with ComfyUI, you need to install it in your PC locally. Then you also need to go ahead and set up the workflows. In this method that I'm about to share with you though, you actually won't need to do either of those things. So if you're not particularly tech savvy, I got you. Before we get started though, if you're interested in knowing more about AI tools and how you can use them to make your everyday work easier, consider hitting that subscribe button. Also remember to like and share this video so that more people can benefit from it. Without wasting time, let's get started. First, we'll go over to MimicPC.com. So MimicPC is a cutting-edge cloud-based platform, and it allows you to run all these powerful AI applications without ever needing high-performance hardware. From the Discover button, you'll be able to access all these different workflows in all these different categories. So all you need to do is just choose the category that you want, and then you can go ahead and choose a specific workflow to operate. In this case, I'll choose the Cog Video X. So all I need to do is click on the Operate button. So once you do that, now this will open up. Again, I'll leave the link to this in the description box so you can access the workflow directly. So these are the types of videos that you can expect to generate with this workflow. Now to get started, I'll hit Operate. Then the next thing I need to do is go ahead and choose the settings that I want to use. The first thing that I'll choose is the hardware. So once you click on this button right here, you'll see all the available hardware. So we have the bargain and the instant. So from the bargain, you can see what's available, what is limited, and also what's not available. So if you want minimal interruptions, it's always good to go with instant. So I'll choose the Ultra. Next, I'll go ahead and choose the time that I want to run this application for. So I'll just choose 2 hours. Next, you can choose whether you want to have an automatic extension of your time. You can also choose whether you want to have an automatic stop as well as a reminder when your time is almost up. If you have enough storage remaining, you can go ahead and click on Create and Start. Once that is done, you can give it a minute to set up everything for you. So right here, you can see we have the file section. So here we have the files for this specific workflow. So in the output folder, this is where you're going to find all your output videos. Next, we have the tutorials. You also have favorites and clogs. So you can just go ahead and minimize this section. So I'll click on this button to minimize that so that I can have a bigger area for my workflow. So now my workflow is ready, and so let me just go ahead and zoom this out for you to see. So as you can see, everything has been set up for you completely. So right here we have the model. So down here we also have where you can go ahead and load your image. So right here, this is where your image is going to go. So once you click on this button, you can go ahead and upload the image that you want to use to generate your video with. Now right here, this is where you're going to set the size of your image, and remember this is going to determine the size of your output video in terms of the dimensions. So don't forget that. So as you can see, this is set to 1360s to 1360. So basically that means the output video will be 1:1, and right here, that's where your output video is going to go. Next up, we have the prompt box area. So this is basically where you're going to input the prompt to guide your video creation. So this right here is the prompt box area. So this is where you're going to input whatever prompt it is that you want to go with your image for your video generation. So let's go ahead and load our first image. So I'll click on this button right here. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on the image that I want. So once it's been uploaded, next I need to go over and change the dimensions of the image. But since it's set to 1360s to 1360, I'm okay with that for this specific image. So I'll leave it at that. And now I'll go over to the prompt box area and I'll go ahead and input my prompt. So once that is done, now I can click on Queue Prompt and the video generation will start immediately. So the first run may take a couple of minutes, so be patient with that. But then after that, the subsequent generations are quite fast. So now our video is ready. So here we have the first video. As you can see, the prompt execution is really good. So in my prompt, I said that I wanted the girl to turn her head slowly to the left. And as you can see, she is doing exactly that. Now, if you zoom this out, you can see something is going on with one of her eyes. But other than that, the rest of the video is actually really well executed. So let's go ahead and download this video. So to do that, all you need to do is click on this button again to reveal the file section. Then I'll go to the output folder, and from here you can see the video that has just been generated. And to download it, click on these buttons right here, then click on the download button, and this is just going to download the created video to your computer. Now let's go ahead and create a different kind of image. So in this case, I'll go ahead to the image section again. And in this case, I'll go ahead and click right here and upload a new image. So I'll choose this image and let it upload. So as you can see, the image is 16:9. Next, I'll go ahead and input my prompt right here in the prompt box. So let me just do that. So now right here, you can see that the dimensions are 1360:1360. But our image is landscape. So let's go ahead and see the dimensions of the video that you're going to get with this. So now I'll hit Q prompt and my video is just going to start being generated. Now I'll just go ahead and fast forward this part. So my video is now ready, and now we can go ahead and see the video that we got. So you can see the video is 1:1. So that's because the image dimensions were 1360:1360. So if you want the resulting video to have the same dimensions as the image, then you need to go ahead and input those dimensions in the image resize area. So let's just go ahead and do that. So in this case, I'll first go ahead and download my video. So again, in the file section, I'll go to output, then go ahead and download my image. My video. So now I'll go ahead and upload a different image. So in this case, I'll upload a portrait image. So now I'll choose the image that I want, and once it's been uploaded, now I need to go to the image resize area. So right here, I need to go ahead and input the dimensions of this image so that the resulting video is the same size. So I'll have 1080:1920, then click OK. Then once that is set, now I'll go ahead and input the prompt that I want to use. And again, once that is done, the next thing that I need to do is go ahead and click on Q prompt, just like we've been doing all through. So now I'll just click on Q prompt and the video generation process is going to start. So again, I'll just go ahead and fast forward this part. So now our video is ready. So let me just zoom this out so that you can see. And now you can see that the video is the same size as the image. That is in terms of dimension. So make sure you go ahead and input the dimensions that you want in the image resize area, because that is going to determine the size of the video that you're going to get. Now I'll go ahead and load up a final image. So in this case, I'll upload an image of maybe a dog. Let's do a dog. So I'll go ahead and click on this button again. So once the image has been uploaded, the next thing I need to do is go ahead and resize the image, but it's the same dimensions as the one that we just created. So I'll leave that as it is. Then I'll go ahead and input a prompt for this as well. So I'll delete whatever is right here, and then I'll go ahead and input my own prompt. So again, once that is done, the only other thing that remains to do is just go ahead and start generating my video. And for this, I'll go ahead and hit Q prompt, and the video generation process is going to start. Again, you can see the subsequent video generations are actually really fast. So here we have the resulting video, and you can see how good this is. I just like the way the execution of the prompt is being done so well. So it's really this simple to use ComfyUI to generate your videos. Again, like I said, you do not need to create a workflow. You do not need to have a powerful machine for you to use these applications. All you need to do is just go ahead and go to MimicPC, and you'll have access to all this. Now, the other good thing about MimicPC is that it's a pay-as-you-go platform. So you do not need to have like a subscription. You only need to pay for whatever it is that you intend to use. So I have left the link to MimicPC in the description box below, as well as the link to this specific workflow. So go ahead and give MimicPC a try. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your experience with it is. And if you have any questions about this, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to get back to you on it. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.